Hey guys, thanks for coming back to Stuff Steve Likes. I really appreciate you watching my videos. I hope you're enjoying them. I'm definitely enjoying making them. And I just wanted to do a quick video on this little case knife. This is, I believe it's called the Medium Stockman. And for some reason I keep saying it's the Medium Trapper, but I believe this one is the Stockman. Honestly, I threw away the packaging the day I bought it, and I kind of forgotten what it's called ever since. But just an incredible little knife. Now this is definitely one that you would see your grandfather with, or your uncle, or your dad. Like if he was a outdoorsman or anything, this is a knife that he would have carried in his pocket. I would consider this a gentleman's knife. And by a gentleman's knife, what I mean is it doesn't have a pocket clip. It's not tactical whatsoever. It doesn't look like this, even though this is an awesome knife. It's mildly scary. So this is a knife that definitely you would have in some sort of office situation, or maybe you're just out having a ride on the horse today and you just want something to slip in your pocket, or you're going to the mall, or whatever you're doing. It's just very unintrusive, and there's nothing fancy about it. It's just a great little knife. Case is a company that's been around for a long time, and if I'm not mistaken, like 100 years, and they're still made in the USA. And this is the yellow plastic scales. A lot of them have they call it jigged bone, or they'll have some sort of fancy not ivory, of course, but some sort of fancy handle scale. And I was going to get one of those, but I saw this, and this is very very cool looking. It's very traditional looking. Even though when you think of a case knife, you think of the kind of those stag handles. I really like this one for some reason. It just has a neat look to it, just a nice old school look to it. And it's a slip joint knife, meaning that there's no lock on it. You just simply open the blade up, and there's no back lock, there's no liner lock. When you want to close it, you just give it a little force and push it closed. You have 3 blades. So 3 different shapes. That one's kind of a spade blade, or I think they call it a spade blade or a spade blade. This is a sheep's foot blade here, like that, so there's no sharp point there. They usually use this for like leather cutting and stuff. And then this is your, I think they call that like a Texas toothpick or something, but it's a real long slender blade with a sharp point on it. This is the carbon steel. They call it chrome vanadium steel, or carbon. It's basically a carbon steel. And check it out. I put a forced patina on this one here. I cut an apple with it and didn't wipe it off on purpose to get that patina on there. Check that out. See if that'll focus in there. Come on, focus for me. No, I don't think it wants to focus. But anyway, this is a patina that I put on here. You can see it's kind of dark as compared to the other blades. So these other 2 blades I'm going to keep shiny like this. See, these 2 are real shiny like that. No patina. And then this one I'm going to use for anything that has any kind of acidic content, or any kind of food preparation. I'm going to keep that patina on it so it doesn't rust. These other ones I just use for dry stuff like tape or cardboard or whatever. But man, the lockup is excellent on these. When you lock that open, you can really hear it pop. Like if I do it on the cutting board, like you can really feel that pop open. And when you close it too, I mean, there's no way those blades are coming out. And all they are is these little tension springs back here. And just look at the detail on that there. It really has some nice detail on it. And they did a good job of polishing everything. The blades are mirror polished. The bolsters are mirror polished. It has these brass pins here, right here. If I can keep this thing in the viewfinder there. These are brass pins. This is brass here. This is steel. Like it's just such a nice little knife. They're about 40 bucks, so it's not a cheap knife. But as far as the history of this knife and the history of the company, it's just a great little piece to have in your collection. And I love that case logo. That's always just done it for me. They have that little shield on there, and that's and I guess every year they do a different case shield. And I know the collectors out there can actually date their knives by that little shield. So that's the Medium Stockman. Great little knife. I carry this quite a bit at work. Well, not that much. I carry it for a non-one-handed knife. This is probably the one that I have that I carry the most. And just when I want to feel kind of old school, I carry this one. And it's an excellent knife. The steel is excellent. There's a lot of guys that'll say, hey, it's not a super steel. It's not a it's not M3 powder metallurgy steel. That stuff is great and all, but it's not traditional. This is a traditional knife made with traditional materials, and I think it's a great piece. And you can't deny Case's staying power. They've been an icon in the knife industry for, as far as I know, I think it's 100 years or maybe even more. I'd have to look at the my little history book that I have on old folding knives again. But they've been around for a long time. Excellent quality. When you hold this thing, you know that you're holding a high quality piece. It's not like a generic Walmart knife. This is a really high quality piece, and I believe that everyone should have something like this in their collection, if nothing else other than to just pay homage to old school knife making. So that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. I will post a link to this knife to their website, and also to where you can buy it at the best price. And you guys have a great day. Thanks.